Hey guys, it's Ghosdee. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about The Turning. It's the Thursday where I talk about films with the in the title, and today I'm going to be discussing The Turning. I truly didn't think I would have this issue again, but I'm here again talking about a film that I did not like on my channel. Why did they make this movie? Who thought that this was okay to get a theatrical release? Because it was not okay, guys. So essentially, The Turning is about this young woman named Kate that takes on the job to being a governess, teacher, in-house nanny for a little girl who's lost her parents in a terrible accident, and her nanny has disappeared. They keep saying that she just left. Through the intro scene, we learn that she was escaping something. It looks like a man had grabbed her. We knew that there were some issues there, but they keep saying that, oh, she just ran away. Kate's pretty excited. She has a soft spot for kids that lack parents because she did not have parents growing up. We learned that her dad left and her mom had a mental illness. We actually get a scene that I thought was very unnecessary where she visits her mom. We learn about her mom. As you watch the film, it kind of makes sense why they put so much into displaying her mom's illnesses. They just didn't execute that well. I've seen films talk about generational mental illness like being passed down better, and I just don't think that this film did that well. This film did not do many things well. She gets to the house, she learns that it's like this beautiful mansion, and she meets the girl that she's going to be working with, Flora. Flora, she's adorable, but kind of annoying. We have the help cook lady, I don't really know, Miss Gross. She's very cautious of having Kate come in. Also, this movie takes place in the 90s, and I still don't know why. We learn this within like the first 10 minutes because they're like, the unexplained death of Kurt Cobain. And I'm like, does this take place in the 90s? I have no issue with films taking place in different time periods, but make it make sense. The clothing design is 90s, but it looks like 90s replicated in the 2020s. Very minuscule, but it bothered me. So yeah, Miss Gross is kind of like keep her eye on Kate, doesn't really trust her. I don't understand that. There was no reason for Miss Gross to be like kind of standoffish to Kate, but she was for the entire movie. Literally no reason. It was just to give the audience something like, ooh, what is happening? This family is so mysterious. This entire movie I was trying to figure out, ghost. Is the family crazy? What happened? Is what happened to the parents relevant to what's happening now? Like, make it make sense. Flora shows Kate around the house. She talks about her great-great-grandmas, and I thought that that was going to matter, but I guess it didn't matter. She points to a side of the house that she doesn't go into. She just says like, I just don't want to go there or something like that. Obviously, Kate decides to explore that side of the house, and we get like our first like spooky ghost encounter, which I wasn't expecting. The trailer definitely sold this movie as creepy kids doing creepy shit. So when they started to introduce ghosts, I was just like, this is a haunted house story? Okay, alright, I'll go with it, I guess. Turns out the spooky ghost is the crazy little brother, Miles, who is home, but he's not supposed to be home. He's home from boarding school, and the next thing they revealed that he was sent home for being very violent. By now, Kate and Miles don't really have a great relationship. Their first interaction is him spooking her, and then there's this whole thing of him getting kicked out of school for being very violent. Quite frankly, he's a dick this whole movie. I really enjoy seeing Finn Wolfhard on film because he's a pretty talented actor. He did not do it for me. Maybe it's because he was playing a dick way too well in this film, but his character was the single most annoying. And why? He was a dick literally for no reason. Like, you would think that they would reveal why he's a dick in the end, but they don't really do that, and it didn't really, again, make sense. This film does not fucking make sense. It's just a bunch of shit happens, and then it's over. I don't even want to say it ends. This film does not have an ending. If you read a review of this film, you will learn that no ending. It does not have an ending. I can't even say that the ending was abrupt. I know abrupt endings. There literally was no ending. The fucking credits started to roll, and I was like, what? I had to rewind because I thought that I missed something. Finn Wolfhard's character, Miles, is a dick this whole film. And that's pretty much Like, as far as the plot, it's him being a dick, her having dreams, and maybe they aren't dreams, maybe they're real, maybe they're ghost encounters. It's revealed that Finn had a friend, Quint, who was the driving teacher, or maybe he was an equestrian teacher, or I don't know, but he had a close relationship with Finn's character, and it's revealed that Miss Gross describes it that him and the previous governess had a relationship. Kate reads her diaries, and we learned that Quint was just obsessed with her and like raped her and killed her. One could assume that her ghost is haunting her. Usually when there's like a good ghost, bad ghost in stories, it's like the good ghost is warning, and they like reveal in the end like, oh, it was a warning, I shouldn't have been afraid of you, you should be afraid of this guy. There wasn't even really that, and I'm still uncertain as if all of the interaction she had with the original teacher's spirit was real, or if that was her dreams, or if she is having symptoms of her mom's illness. Like, I don't know. I've talked about this before. I can't stand when films like blur the lines of like, it's not very clear what's happening. I would say, just for an example, the best representation of blurring the lines but doing it well is Horse Girl, which depicts mental illnesses, and a lot of times you don't know if her character is in a dream or if this is real, but it did it right, it did it okay, and I like that. In Horse Girl, it's more like leave it up to your interpretation, where the turning is literally like, what? I can't even interpret this, I don't have enough evidence. We learned that obviously the old governess died at the hands of Quint, which one could assume because literally the opening scene is her running and a man grabbing her. So, woo, plot twist! It goes from her being afraid of ghosts and like Finn Wolfhard's character being a dick and scaring her, and her just thinking that he's tormenting her. So you're almost kind of waiting for him to be this bad guy, even be possessed by Quint. I was like, oh, is he gonna be possessed by Quint? Like, what the fuck is going on? But we get to the ending and we just see Quint's ghost, and she's like, oh no, he killed her, I need to save this family from Quint because he's evil. And I was just like, that's your first thought? Like, my first thought would be like, did y'all fucking know that he killed her? My first thought would be like, let's save you, but whatever. She decides to try and save them, and she comes across to help Miss Gross, and Miss Gross is like, oh, I knew, that's why I killed him. Earlier in the film, Miss Gross says that he was drunk and fell off a horse, so she probably like planned that or like drugged him or something like that. Quint kills the help. Okay, alright, fine. And Kate's like, I gotta save the kid. Laura's thing is she doesn't want to leave the house. She watched her parents die in a freak accident. As they were leaving the house, she saw them die at the gate or something. I think they just added that because they needed some like resistance for Flora to leave, and Miles like, I can't, like Quint won't let me leave or some shit like that. He went from like a very like hard exterior, I don't give a fuck dick character to like, Quint is the bad guy and I'm scared, just as scared as you are. And why did they do that? Someone please tell me, why the fuck did they do that? When she's telling him like, we gotta go, he's so like, yeah, Quint's scary, like fuck Quint. For the majority of the film, it almost seems as if Quint and him are close. Quint is using him to scare Kate, and Miles is willingly doing that. So that flip was like, that was the first sign of like, what? I was already kind of bored with this film. Crazy jump scares. I didn't know, like I said, ghost story or crazy kid story, so I was already like, I'm looking not looking too hot, but like, you know, who knows. And as soon as that happened, I was just like, oh god, no. They leave, and I was like, this is too easy. How are they just like leaving the house? Quint jumps on the car, jump scare. We go back in time like 20 minutes. The way they filmed it, it was like we go into her eye and as if like she had a vision or something, and we go back to another scene, and I'm just like, bitch has visions now? I was like, okay, so we're gonna get a real ending, or this is like Final Destination type shit. I was really trying to make sense of it. Then it just ends like she goes into the room and talks to the kids about something about Quint. I honestly don't remember the conversation, but then it just ends. Roll credits. How did this film get made? How did this film get the budget that it got? I don't know if it was super big, but it had been big enough because it got Finn Wolfhard and the set design was fucking cool. I did look into the director of the film. It is a woman. I can't remember her name, but she worked on The Runaways. I think she written and directed The Runaways, which is a film that I really like. Yeah, this movie sucked. I would prefer you to watch Gretel and Hansel over this movie. That's how much this fucking movie sucked. I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd and it's currently sitting at 1.7 stars. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified whenever I release new content. You can follow me on Instagram at Discolama, Twitter at Ghosdee, and Letterboxd at Ghosdee. Thanks. I'll see you guys in the next video.